Oh, oh, I was up way too early today. Yo, Pearl, man. How you doing, bro? What you getting up to today? It's fine. Friday after the morning. Fine. I've been up since 6 a.m. It's actually awful. I'm so tired. It's too early for me, man. Too early for me. Yo, that guys. How you doing, man? How you doing, bro? What you getting up to today? Yeah, Luke, man. How you doing, bro? Honestly, you can't trust nobody these days. Thanos don't want the smoke, bro. I'll tell you this. Morning, cold day. How's everyone doing today? How's everybody doing? It's fine. Fine. Morning. Waiting for a class. Oh, I had training. I've got a rugby match tomorrow, so we had to run through at 7 in the morning. Why 7 in the morning? Why? Like, do you mean? Oh, it's awful. I'm so tired. But we move. Ba-dum-dum. So where are we at right now? Last day of holiday for you. Steve R is back in the chat. Right, Steve. The return of Steve R. I'll tell you what, Steve. I actually don't even mind the fact you're here, bro. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff going on with that lead that I'm not very happy with. It's not. It's been up since yesterday because you pulled an all out. Yeah, sometimes I've got to do that too. I've got yeah, sometimes I've got to just firm it for a while and then come back. But my issue is this, yeah. I have an issue. Even when I'm super tired, if I start getting myself preoccupied with something, I can just not sleep. So I've had days where I've had 3 hours sleep. I'll get to the evenings and I'll be preoccupied doing something, and I'll get to 3 a.m. and I'll be like, oh crap, I haven't slept yet. So um But yeah, we're gonna basically gonna try and make sense of this uphill, downhill aim crap. I wanna I wanna let's go to the YouTube for I wanna watch the full body IK thing. Now we're just gonna go and find the bit where they discuss the aim. They even discuss the aim. This is the process left foot. Did they even discuss that bit? I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. They don't even. Right. From bottom. Oh, that is the young man's thing. When I was younger, that's 3 days no. I like things. I like sleep, but I like getting really tired and then just crashing. It's really nice. I still need to do a workout session. We're kind of work on the. Oh, trying to work on the movement a bit more before we come to that, basically. But we're gonna get to it. Here we go. Okay, well, apparently it's a video.
In this video, I will show you how to set up controller to calculate functionality. As you guys can see the axis. So the primary axis will be the forward axis.
Oh, this is why it's wrong. Let's pause the music real quick. Where's the music? Got too many tabs open. Hold up, wait a minute. I thought I was finished. Alright, let's look at this.
And the secondary axis will be the up vector. For example, if I open my mannequin animation, and here is my so
Okay, so aim.
So for setting up the aim node properly, we need to set up the primary or secondary vector. And here is my skeleton mesh.
Oh, so the primary axis is the forward
If
vector
I select my head bone,
of the selected bone in the aim node.
here you guys can see the forward axis is the y-axis and the up axis is the upward axis.
Oh.
Aim node, in my primary axis, I'm gonna set the forward for y to 1 and remaining to 0, because the first I'm gonna set, you guys can see y the in my and in my x-axis, like so. So now I'm gonna grab my look at control, set this, and I'm gonna set the forward vector, which is y-axis, and in my secondary axis I'm gonna set the up vector, which is the x-axis.
I mean, the up vector definitely isn't the x-axis, but
So now I'm gonna grab my look at control, get the control. I have set up the axis value, and now for the target I'm gonna use the current control location. For the secondary, I have set up the, we are not using any kind of control, any kind of location, and set this. Now looking at the control,
oh, I can do that. That makes so much sense. All right, let's do it. Let's do that. That makes that's actually really good. I could debug it. Ooh, I never even thought to debug it. You know, that's crazy. I never once thought to debug it. That's like that would have solved every basic. Today's the day, my people. When I say today we're doing it, we're doing it. I'm just stupid, really. I didn't think, let's debug. I didn't think maybe it might be worthwhile debugging the bloody thing. Instead, I was like, nah. I was like, nah, let's not debug anything. All right, let's add a beautiful aim node. Aim. What are you doing? Okay. So aim to that. So we're gonna aim the spine 01, which is the top spine. Yeah, okay. Relax yourself, my brother. I'm gonna set that to the ooh, okay, I need to make a new control. We'll call it the lean control. First one, let's go with this. Okay. Well, I think spine 01 is spine control is spine 01. Yeah, it is. Okay. Simple as ABC. So we're gonna get control, axis, target, secondary, target, and axis. Okay, now let's have a little look into our skeleton. Let's put the music back on because I need some tunes while I work. I can't be working in silence like a weirdo. Alright, so into our skeleton. Spine 01. W. Ooh, okay. So the x-axis is the up vector. So y is the forward, x is the up. Interesting. Interesting. So target. Ooh. Okay. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Invalid primary target. What did this brother do? Wait, if I compile. And up axis is the x. Z is what? Why is it doing that? Okay, I mean, Okay. It makes more sense. So then our up axis target axis is the up axis and the target is just globally. Oh, here, sorry, direction. Ooh. Okay. Man. I guess the target is the target really isn't the spine control. I'm using the spine control just so I can move the target. The target should really be the root, I guess. I mean, just yeah. If we say it's a root control. Okay, let's compile this. Sunday, right? Spine control. I'm just trying to figure out how this works, basically, so I can best. So it rotates the thing to face it. Now, I said the target is move it on the Z. If I make this 1, what's gonna happen here? Oh no, this needs to be the target's up vector, doesn't it? So this guy's up vector is the X, the target's up vector is the Z, which is correct. Yeah. Okay, that rotates properly. So what do we need? Like a lean control that we set to the. My issue is that, yeah, it does this. Like what? It used to almost be like this, and then you move it up and down, basically. And this is what we move up and down. If I compile this again, that's the normal pose. Now if we move this up, sorry, that's quite fun to play with. No, yeah, we're gonna get it done today though. Now we could place this in front. Let's compile this again. So it's normal. We could place it in front and then lift it up and down accordingly. Now I'm thinking, okay, this could be like the lean thing. We just raise and decrease. So we could always just aim. But we need it to be like inversely do that. Do you mean like the aim is to almost apply it inversely? So it's like, is it -1? Hell no. Oh, that would still be 1 with the up vector. Nope. Oh man. These I can't necessarily, because I think the thing is rotated to it. Because if we look at the rotation here of this, is different. That's why it's like, oh, hold on, I'm moving this. What if we just rotate it? Absolutely nothing. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Hmm. See, so we have this this target of this target location. I guess I mean, we could always like, and what we were passing before was the target location was the hit normal. So basically, we trace from the root to that point there, and then whew, that hit normal. That's the rotation we want to set to. Um, which I mean, I guess is, but you know, hold on, let me plug that in there. Let me just do some tweak. Oh, so I'm using the aim math. Interesting. Oh, because the results are transformed. Oh. Okay, let's do the same thing, but with aim math. Oh, my body's so tired. Ooh, operates in global space. Ooh. 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 Aligns the rotation to a global target. To world target. Oh, très intéressant. So if we said I was spine control. Oh, hello. Oh God, my body's on fire. If we do, no, let's do. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let's do this really well. Alright. So now we don't care about that right now. So the axis, the forward vector, is going to be the y. Target. This is the axis for the bone. The forward vector is the y. The target is also y. The up vector for the axis of the bone is x. And then the target y. Alright. Now, knees are on fire. You're a young man still, Cody, man. So we take this translation. Let's take that rotate translation. If we say this is representing a direction, alright. Now we take this. You people seeing this? Guys, seeing this, yeah? Got something that makes a bit of sense. Steeper the hill. No, we need. See, this is the problem. We need to. It needs to be operated inversely. Yeah, see. Why are you going that way? Why are you doing this to me? Tell me, Rhoda. Basically, I don't want it to rotate like this. I want it to rotate like that. Why is it being so difficult, man? Why you do this to me? Yeah, I mean, already. I mean, I'm a fan of it already a bit more, and I actually kind of get it now. So we got axis, which represents the bone that we're aiming, the spine. That is our forward vector, and then our target. We take our target location. Okay, so this is the rotation that we want to align it on. Yeah, so we want to align this. Obviously, character. Okay, let's see here. So we set the rotation of the thing, of the spine, so that it's aligned with this. See what I mean? So the spinal rotation is now going to be, so the spine is going to basically be looking at that the whole time. So it's now looking at it. The further down it goes, the more it's going to. Okay. Does that make sense, I guess? I've got a crazy. Oh, yeah. Let me know. Let me know what the fix is. If you want to jump into Discord, Dada, I'm more than happy. I mean, we could definitely just like increase and decrease this value. So if we have a greater change in basically like map range clamp, so like as the change in height increases, whatever the not really, it needs to be like what degree of rotation really. So I'm just annoyed as to why we can't just it doesn't, you can't just rotate that to the value. So it's almost like because this target here is an actual location, and I think that's the problem. The reason why it wasn't making sense before is like, yeah, this target's an actual location. So when we're on the thing, the location is higher. That's why it was always working oppositely. Whereas when we're going downhill, the location is lower. So oh. Hello. Ooh. Yeah, I've been up since 6. I was saying it to the guys. Yeah, I had training earlier, so I regret it. I wish I didn't have to be up at that time. I'm knackered. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to take like a couple of minutes break from the mom, I can show you something in um, something about that stay. You know when you go up and down the stairs,
Yeah.
then you go that crazy like jumping thing, like goes like instantaneously, like one step to
The
the next.
next, yeah.
So can show you my screen.
Yeah, share the screen. Can everyone hear that all right? Yes. They should be able to hear.
I have a couple of ideas, but they're both very bad.
they're not gonna work. But yeah, so right. So this is our current idol, right? I'm gonna share this screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen now. Yeah, cool.
Because,
Yeah,
anyway, so this is the capsule, and it's the the yellow one, and it's the normal one. Well, usually it's 44. This is the thing that usually it's good for a color, which is about right, right? It's just get
yeah.
but in order to have the nice forming of the head thing, I reduced it to 15, and so it just get just enough.
Yeah,
But it goes up and down like this.
yeah.
Now, I'm just trying to find out, what is, the camera lag, the this lag, the other lag. All it is that have a look at what happens with the the this capsule rate stuff like something is big. Okay, now when you play, and the good thing is that it does the arcade drop
Oh
down.
damn. Yeah.
I only enlarge the capsule when you're around some sort of stairs, um, like jump thing. But the bad idea is
Does it really well though. Going downhill on that staircase was actually spot on.
yeah,
Uphill too.
really works so well. We're always gonna have broken uphill until we have a
Animation, yeah.
but because going uphill always starts that with the section between steps.
Step, yeah. But
But uphill,
downhill works, yeah. And that looks quite good. Downhill is just absolute mwah. But I mean, yeah. But I mean, going uphill, that's quite good though. That's not like terrible.
look, it's strong. But then,
That I don't know. That looks okay. That looks quite good. That looks quite good. Downhill, that is just that is just the one.
I mean, downhill is cheaper. Down uphill, not yet. But
Yeah, yeah. We got to do some foot stuff.
yeah. I by I think what it's doing is uh, it's sliding the this
The
the
capsule,
graphics
yeah.
the register is more than there. Yeah, that is the match. Okay, I mean, let's do this wrong. And let's do it. This is gonna be wrong. This is, no, I can't. Because then anyway, let's do this other. If you get it, let's get it.
Do we just
Just don't.
Mega Josh. Yeah, just slides. Yeah,
Fear capture is basically the the capture is sliding over the be dropped.
Yeah.
And when we do it, like basically, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit the the vertical side of the cap,
Mm.
and then it is yeah, it's gonna just pop it, which is you know this is just terrible. I mean, this is how we have it now. I don't like it.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking about a couple of approaches to get it. In a way, we want to have a bigger sphere radius only on the feet on the head.
Yeah. I was because I was thinking about doing something similar in a second now. Because so basically, I was going to sort of do a like a forward trace to because when I was playing around with this lean thing, I saw that this aim there's an aim and aim math, and because they work off location, they rotate the body based on the location of where you're putting it to. Which initially was causing problems because we were like, well, the location technically stays the same, if that makes sense. Um, of like the normal, it's just still at the bottom of the foot. So that's why the rotation it was just flat, like it rotates it and it just would be the same. It wouldn't change. Um, what we wanted to do is like rotate it. What's it called? Yeah, to like align the rotation with like it's like there's like a point like in space, and then I was like, well, depending on how high what we're going up is, we can move this point up or down to basically change the lean. So you have like a lean marker which is in front of the character at all points. That's sort of like a trace down, and that moves up or down depending on what the trace is from that point. So I was like, oh well, yeah, I could trace forward and basically, so if I'm going uphill, this will like hit a marker point and be like, oh, like it could just be literally like just a singular step in front, but it's always in front, so you know how much to lead. To determine like, oh, like I need to lean forward, I need to lean backwards, blah blah blah, depending on what I'm going up or down. Um, could we do something similar to be like, yo, if I'm, you know, what I mean, the step height is I'm going up staircases, then I want to increase this this capsule this capsule size because with that capsule size increase it looks really good. It's like really good because I'm gonna try it doing that trace now to see if I can move that thing up like parametrically depending on how high, and then just scale that as in what I need, like map it between some values. um yeah, I think it could be interesting. Might, yeah, I think definitely if we can get a way to find a way to like determine whether or not we're going on stairs and scale the capsule accordingly. Obviously, there's a couple things then that we got to be careful with because if you make the capsule bigger, if you have like objects on the staircase, you might collide with that.
Yeah, and not just that. Like if we have this staircase on, for example, the narrow one,
Hmm. It won't go up it, yeah.
it won't go up, or even worse, you will get stuck in the
Once you activate, yeah.
So yeah, I think like my worry is that I don't want to create conditions uh in the locomotion system. We shouldn't have any place in the logic when we do a hard if, because that will always create these continuities.
Hmm.
There will either fit with lagging, with like swooping out thing, but that's never a good because that means that your data is wrong and you're fixing faster.
Yeah.
Your chest. You basically, if is this or not this, you introduce one of those these
GTs,
and
yeah.
you're gonna pay for that as a point during the launch pipeline. So yeah, I think I don't want to have like I don't want to have the system that will check if we are on the stairs because most of the other problem with that is um it's very hard to understand agnostically what a stare is. Because basically they are just like three or four points between sequence of normals, right? Um, yeah, I don't know. Just maybe the solution is not even talking about the cat. Maybe what I was thinking is, I wanna get the source code of uh, character movement because it's all into this component. It's called the character movement. This is where you build out all the logic. So I think basically we need to get the source code and create our own implementation of uh, the capture collision detection. Because then we can control what we do. By doing externally,
Hmm.
the best way.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, but the bottom line is never put the branch
Branch in there.
the like, there are very few places where I mean, yeah, it's just not it, if it's a continuous movement, it never puts ifs in the logic. Basically, that is the rule of thumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, none of the idea that goes so far will actually work. And I know I'm not gonna even try because I know I'm just gonna waste time because there will always be the case that I don't see now that is gonna happen when people are playing the game. I say, oh look, I go stuck here, or when I get off here is it's rubbish. Like I know it's gonna happen for sure. So
Yeah.
um, but that really pissed me off because that collision thing is just, it just looks awful. Just one of those things that you can make the nicest thing ever, like the nicest locomotion system, the nicest ragdoll bale, physics like and everything. And then the moment you go up the stairs, people forget about that and they say, "Ah, shit!" Like
Yeah.
it, your weakest link is always what.
Is what people remember. Yeah.
Uh,
It's true. Okay. Um.
but yeah, so those were my 5 minutes of.
No, but it was nice to see it working like nicely for a second.
Yeah, exactly.
um. I'm going to okay. I'm going to quickly try this lean thing. The parametric lean based on moving this target up and down.
Yeah, that sounds like it should work, right? I don't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. There's no if in that. That would just scale, but like it will start zero.
Yeah,
And
scale.
then
Did you say scale?
no. Like I mean, like clamp it between a range, so you can't. I don't know. You're the one that r'd the capsule. I saw it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I even scaled Josh itself. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so no, that point, having a point in which you should aim for, I think is actually a very good approach. I think. So, how do you determine the point in which it should lean? It's just like I don't know, 1 meter in front of you, or it's like that depends on how steep you go.
sorry, I was trying to sort out your audio because it's behaving weird. But now basically, so the way I do it now, currently is that okay. So the way I want to do it. So initially, before I had it where I'd get the surface normal and then align the rotation of the previous of the current. We use the multiplier to get that perpendicular vector between the current rotation and then the surface normal. So as the but it was behaving weird because I was like the rotation of this surface normal it was like it was obviously up there. And it like and it I was getting confused as to why exactly it was rotating the way it was. But so when I use the A math node, understanding it better now, it's like we can now have this like target in front of us, and this target can move up, and like we can move up or down, and I only move this target based on the steepness of the slope. So if you have like a negative, because the way the rotation works, obviously it will aim it up and down based on it. So it's like as the steepness increases, however, we want to move the target down because we want to bend forward. Because we want to operate inversely of, because when you're going up, you want to lean down, whereas it's like before it was always operating the wrong way because it was like as I go up, the rotation would go up as well. So to align myself, it would tilt back, which is wrong. So we want it to do the opposite. So we're like, okay, well, we'll bring that target down, and then we can like that target then is like basically what the chest is aiming at when it's moving up and down. So like then that target will move based on the thing, and that way there's no like conditionals in there at all. It's just like this will follow that parametrically like up and down all the time. So the lean will be constant depending on. So if you're walking up a slope and then down a slope, it should just gradually like, and then you wouldn't even need like that interp because that value will change as the decrease of the slope happens. And we can still interp to make it more smooth and more gradual. But yeah,
Yeah, I think we should because
yeah,
when you go from flat
flat
to
to
slope,
straight slope. Yeah, you need that interp.
or
But
even
yeah, like
between two different slopes, you still need to,
you still need that interp. Yeah.
unless you are going very detailed spheres
And yeah, unless it's like a literally like a curve or something like that.
yeah, like one big circle versus. But one point that I was wondering is I didn't follow the whole stream yesterday or today, but generally, so I've noticed that you work a lot on individual angles, right? Like I'm I'm thinking, like the bones of our skeleton, well, of any skeleton really, they have a very bizarre, well, not very bizarre, but it's a very convoluted way to express angles.
Yeah.
It's never easy to understand. Like I don't know, for a shoulder, maybe the yaw rotation, it's just not simply the yaw vector, but is just a combination of all the three axes, because the way the skeleton is built, and even for the pelvis itself, it's not as straightforward as saying, oh, just rotate the pelvis 20 degrees, because that rotation, that yaw rotation, is also having, it also has a lean and a roll, well, a pitch and a roll, and I was wondering if there was another way to express, to manipulate the control rig, which doesn't require accessing X, Y, Z for every control point. Because I think X, Y, Z is basically a second class if statement in a way, because you are bound to this entity which um, it it's not um, it's not independent from all the other axes. So yeah, I was wondering if there was another way to work, like when you say the normal of the slope. We don't really care about the normals, right? We always care about the gradient, right?
Mm.
The steepness, and that is only one number. But the normal could be like it could be a plane, like slanted and tilted, and whoever like called the combination of the three axes. But the gradient is only one number. So if we find a way to like manipulate the control rig only on the main number, the main axis that we want to manipulate, I think it's gonna be a lot easier because, for example, lean forward. I think that the 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 method that you um, are proposing, it will work a lot better because you don't necessarily work with X, Y, and Z.
You don't, yeah.
You like follow that point, right?
Yeah.
So we uh, we shouldn't use that approach for basically anywhere else that we are constraining ourselves with following windows, hard angles. I mean, I don't know if we still got problems with the field plates, but I would guess that is the perfect scenario in which, just don't work on angles, but don't work on axis. Just point the feet there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's 100% because like what I'm finding is like you're saying, those surface normals are behaving really weirdly, especially to like I feel like when we start using the rotation of bones, especially when you're looking at like the problems I was having, especially when we're trying to insert between like the current rotation and the new rotation, it's like the bones are all like aligned weirdly. They're rotated in like weird ways. Like their axis, between the bones, like even between the pairs of bones are different. Like the left foot and right foot are completely different. They operate in different axes. So yeah, they're the opposite. They're inverse of each other. And it's like it's weird. So like the reason why this way I'm proposing for the lean is so much better, and then like just moving it up or down, it feels better because it's a case of like you specify the axis of which you care about. So we're saying, okay, you specify the forward and you specify the up axis. So I say the axis here is like the bone, and I'm specifying, okay, this is the up axis, which is the one I care about. Um, so like, so here, this point, moving it left to right, like I have this target in this location, and I specify my forward axis on the bone I'm moving, and so therefore it will just twist left, right, whatever, however, or to that target. Like it doesn't matter care about the current rotation; it'll just twist to that target point. Um, Whereas here, when we're like manipulating, we like do like multiplication of quaternions and checking the rotation previously and interpreting and using this bone and that bone, and like you take different bone rotations and then you like propagate to children, but the children are rotated differently. It's all like looking really weird. Like I had a property issue yesterday. I fixed it, but the fix even was quite complex, where the feet were rotated to the side whenever you'd go downhill. Um, and I think it was a weird thing going on with the slope, with the normal of the slope. I had to, yeah, I had to like, yeah, I'm trying to think what I had to do to get it to work. Um, yeah, I had to do some weird stuff with like adjusting how much we move it. Oh yeah, basically. Oh no, all I did was eliminate the yeah, I eliminated the previous foot transform when we're doing our aim. That fixed it. So that were like now didn't like skew it weirdly, but so that, I mean, that is fine now. That's actually rotated correctly. Going uphill, there's some weird stuff with terms of going on tiptoes that I think I need to fix in the actual IK solver with some small tweaks to like preferred angles and things. But I think you're right. If we can find a way to just eliminate any of those, get this rotation, adjust this, and just be like, yo, the feet just follow points that just go to the ground, basically. And just be like, yeah, just
yeah. The rule of thumb should be never work on angles but always work with targets.
well, we could literally.
Is our best friend, I think.
And with one thing with working with targets is better as well, is like, unlike the body, we can control how the targets move. So we can always just say, targets, you can only move up and down. That way the foot can only rotate up and down. So then, because if the targets are moving the surface normal, if the surface is tilted to the right, the target's going to be weird because it's going to, those normals going to be tilted weirdly and it's all just going to be skewed. However, if we say, well, foot, you can only like adjust however, going up and down might be a lot smoother. But yeah, let me do this. Let me do this lean now. See how it behaves, and then yeah, see what we can do to translate this across.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can. Yeah, because I noticed like when you're going up, like it's quite strange. Going down, it looks absolutely spot on, and going up, yeah, there is a lot more. And
Yeah.
I really didn't follow the exact difference. What you did different.
So I
I want
used,
to get
yeah, I so
there are right, they take into account that we need to eliminate those as much as
yeah,
we can.
like going up basically to get the knee to start behaving how we now want it to behave. I had to start incorporating the. I had to use the ball of the foot as the trace because basically when we only use the foot, it would cause that unnatural bend in your foot in order to get the foot to the right
Yeah,
rotation. And because of that, it meant the foot could bend however it wanted. And because the foot could bend however it wanted, the knee would therefore not lift higher. So we needed the ball of the foot to cause the foot and limit the foot rotation to be able to cause the foot to like push the knee up in that chain. So the knee became the second bone in the chain. And so that was then moved up. Um, yeah, so using the ball of the foot going up helps a lot. But you have this problem where because of the separation from the ball to the foot itself, you go on your toes, which is correct. Like if you're going uphill, you're going to be more on the balls of your feet because especially for a very steep. It's just, but for me, I think at the moment it's a bit too much. There's too much of that, so I just need to limit that
yeah,
and do some scaling. So,
yeah.
but
I
yeah,
think somebody was saying like, correctly in one of the other streams is like if 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 you were barefoot, then that would be the correct movement.
correct movement.
But
Yeah, because we
but,
have
but
shoes.
it looks a lot unnatural because basically the shoes like at the moment it bends like
Bends up. Yeah.
yeah
So I even had to I've had to like myself like basically adjust for that bend up of the toe, which is obviously awful because you're gonna create a discontinuity somewhere. Like somewhere along the line, that's gonna cause a problem, which I'm finding it has. So it's like if we can just get it to rotate more like uniformly, I think
yeah
we can avoid a lot of those discontinuities and problems. But yeah,
yeah
I'm
because
hoping to have lean done today.
great. Yeah, I think yeah, because we can see the problem not necessarily when this when it's a very high steep curve, but when it's quite I don't know in the
In
middle,
the middle,
you
yeah.
can see that is at the same time too much and too
Too
little.
little, yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah. It's like, it shouldn't really be that much on his toes, but the knee's kind of correct, yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, let's do this.
Yes, yeah. By the way, today I'm working on reintroducing, the part of the gravity for the jumps because
Yeah,
um, I don't wanna. I'm gonna think about this bloody stairs jumping problem, and I don't wanna be stuck on that. I think
yeah,
all I want to do is just restate the jump logic with the new system and be able to basically jump between those platforms now.
platforms that, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look
Super cool, yeah.
jumping off, but when you're going off any ledges and stuff like that, like if you go off that ledge and land on the sphere or something, like or those two surfaces below, the IK works very well. So
Yeah,
we have the combination that is super good. So I just wanted to keep going
keep going, yeah.
and just introduce jumps.
It's feeling so much, but like that ragdoll gravity thing has added so much. That feels so much. That feels really smooth.
Yeah, the ragdoll, I'm very surprised that it's
So
working well.
good, yeah.
Took me ages to really think those things. It's a sort of similar thing that you're doing for the IK,
Mm,
to rig all of those stupid physical brains, the
mm.
capsules and between the bones and stuff like that. And it's so flaky.
It's the behavior is so like, this is what I'm saying. It's like it often like behaves. The behavior is so sensitive. Like you could change one thing and it will completely like alter everything. Like you just put a minus number like that. I'll be like, oh, I'll just inverse this. It's like, nope, it just will not operate how you want it to. And I'm like, ah. But yeah. Oh well. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it.
because the system is too complex, and
Mm.
at some point you reach the point in which it's basically impossible to test. In fact, we should really get some proper integration test, not as much as a unit test, because unit test is
Yeah.
just, it's just for building stuff.
Building.
But integration test, which is basically we have a script that lets Josh going up and down everything,
Yeah.
20 million times. And the results should always be the same, because the problem is that maybe you're changing a parameter and there is a case that you haven't tested for a while and you will never know when,
Yeah.
because you kept going and you made another 20 changes before you realized that changes minus 20 did break case
Yeah.
121. Yeah. So.
No, I know what you mean. Cool. All right. Let's smash it out. I'll catch you on the other side.
I'm gonna keep watching anyway. So
Yeah.
skill anyway.
No, me scale never. Sweet. See you on the other side, Dodo.
So.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-ba-bum. Okay, people, let's get back to it. Let's do this. Let's do this stupid thing. So we know this moves up or down, basically. So now I want to basically, I'm gonna calculate. Okay, I'm gonna calculate. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. So when we in here, we set the bones and controls. So yeah, so when we do this spine control thing, so like if I just move it up, it behaves weird. So it needs to be forward, and then we can move it up and down. So it needs to be forward almost like 10. So let's do it. So when we set this, where's the set the spine control? Here. So we're gonna get this current, whatever, and we are going to set the same rotation, set the same scale 3D, blah blah. But we're gonna take this forward vector, this Y, and we're going to add on no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, so that's wrong. Let's set this transform, and then what we'll do, we'll do this, and we're gonna offset the spine. So we'll keep it separate because that way, and we're gonna offset the spine control. So it's a control, spine control. Oh, it's not currently linked up because so my only issue what I'm having is if this is there, that's wrong. So this spine control really needs to be not the spine but the root. At the root. So we take it, we can set that as the spine control, and then we're going to offset this transform. So we're going to take it forward about 10 units. Yeah. So we're going to take that forward about 10 units. Now, yeah, if we compile now. That's not very right. No, but the rotation of that is wrong. We do need, okay. So if we offset nothing of it, it's fine. Well, to be fair, it's because the lead is going on. Let's get rid of this. Now, probably not for a while, unfortunately, I presume. Unfortunately, probably would be for a while. Um, Released it. So now the location of the spire is at the root, but the rotation follows the actual spire bone. Now we can offset this spine bone by 10. You can even do it like by 30. Go 50 just to be consistent. Yeah, so we've now offset this spine rotation by 50. Now we're basically going to move it up and down depending on on the gradient of the slope. So in our lean, when all we're doing in the lean here, because here, and then yeah, so we're gonna then, so we don't care about calculating the surface normal. We don't care about calculating that anymore. We need this transform. We need this aim math. Play all this up. It's all messy. It's all crazy. It's all too much. Now, so what we're gonna do is here. So our forward axis of this spine control isn't the Z. It's this Y. That's our forward axis. And now this target is going to be our spine control. Yeah, I mean, we probably will add swimming to be honest. Because if you do have water challenges, you'll be able to fall in the water. I don't see why not. No, it's just another locomotion state. It's nothing crazy to add. But there will be a ground focus. There won't be like, we won't do like you're able to like dive and do dolphin dives underwater and whatnot. Okay, so now the rotation of this is now going to follow this spine control. So if we then say we get this rotation, now this is going to have an impact. This is the up vector. The up vector of this is the x of the bone. However, the target up vector, which is the world up, what did I have here? Yeah, it was Z. Yeah. We might have to use a completely different control, really. And then yeah, so Okay, that's fine. So we want to set that. So then the target up vector, I guess, is still that X. Okay, so we want to now basically move this up or down depending on, and then yeah, so if we then take this and we do what we did over here, we set the rotation of this to that control spine. So we set this rotation to the rotation of the spine control. Yeah, no, we can't use the spine control, can we? Because that has to follow the pose. Oh no, the rotation is wrong. If we have, oh, this is also directions. There we go. So now if we offset this here by the Z axis by 10, that moves it and it's a twist. Yeah, twists. Yeah, so now any offset we make to the, here we go. So now any offset we make to it moves it up or down, however. Okay, cool. But if we make an offset in this, that doesn't make a difference. There you go. Now it's all about the offset in the X. Cool, cool, cool. So now here, basically, before we do this aim with this target, this is the last thing we'll do. We want to manipulate this target, this spine control target. We want to manipulate the spine control target to whatever point we want to be based on how far we're leaning. So basically, I need to pass into this control rig. Basically, lean them out. So let's go here. So my blueprint, details. I've got lean direction at the moment, but that's not what I care about. It's not really lean direction. It's gradient change. We could just say gradient, and let's just use it as the height of the thing, which is a float, and that's visible. Yeah, well, that's fine. Now, in here, now we need to calculate the gradient. Now, the gradient, this is what we say we're going, whether or not we're going up or downhill. That's fine. Now we basically need to say, if, let's do a trace. So we need to do a sphere trace, but we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We could do it in here. We don't even need to do it out there. So rather than this stupid calculate surface normal, let's do calculate gradient. So in here, when we calculate our gradient, what we're going to do instead is so okay, we'll draw a line too. We'll calculate. We don't need this current surface normal either. So we're just going to take the bone that we pass in, or the control. And we'll call this control. We'll take the control that we pass in. We're going to go from that down 400. Yeah. We'll draw a line down 400, start, which is the place where it is, and the end. And then we'll take the the hit location basically. That's fine. We can draw the normal of that. Yeah, so we take the hit location, and we just need to basically calculate how far it is from that point. So if I'm like this and I trace, no, we need to calculate how far up or down, because it could be you hit going up as well, because if you go like this and you hit going up, we need to move it up to that point. Yeah, so we need to add as well. It's the same thing as the pelvis offset basically. $400 might be a bit much, to be honest. Probably like 100 will probably do. Okay, so then we'll say, okay, so we have the hit location. We take our hit location Z. We don't care what it sells, normal really. So we take in world space where we hit. But can't we? There must be a. It takes the hit location here, whatever. So we take the hit location. Gradient offset. Now it's going to be a float. So yeah, then we're going to take that gradient offset. Just choose and not. Yeah, basically. I think out loud anyway. I'm really bad for it. Like exams and stuff, I'll be talking to myself, which you really shouldn't, but I will do, because screw it, I don't care. What you gonna do about it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so then we get so now we have that hit offset, which we just then need to do basically the same thing. But we need to just make sure it's in the... Yeah, so we get the hit location, the Z location of that. So here we take the minimum of the Z value. We take the minimum Z value. I think we might need to do this offset again, to put it in the right space. But now we can, so yeah, basically we do this. We calculate the gradient. Damn it, I misclicked. Calculate the gradient for the spine control. Okay. So we do the trace down. There you go. See that trace. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So we see the trace up and trace down, basically. Trace up, trace down. Cool, so that's our trace now. So we're gonna basically move it along this line based on the offset that it is. So now we need to, this is our gradient offset. So what if we then, I want to basically say set the set this gradient offset, set the gradient. Let's go F2, gradient Z. Okay, you set that gradient Z to that value. We don't even need that bit. Let's get our spine control. We set this control. Actually, no, yeah. We can do, because we're setting that, actually, we're not offsetting, we're setting that location. So yeah, so let's set that control to wherever the hit is on the Z. We don't want zero rotation or anything like that. We want the same. We want the same rotation, same scale and whatnot. We want the same XY, but our Z now. Ah, okay, that's why we did it. Yeah, that's why we did it. That's fine. That's why we set the gradient Z. So we set the gradient Z to that. Okay. Then here, we're going to get our transform control. We're going to plug in our X, our Y, yeah. So now Z, however, is going to be this. Yeah, you'll be able to do flips and that. It wouldn't be the focus of the game, but you'll be able to do them because that's a parkour element. Like, I understand, we understand that. Propagate that to children. So yeah, then we're gonna set that rotation there to that point. Then we do the A math, and then we set the rotation of the spine accordingly. So then we set, because we set the rotation to whatever it still was, which is from the input bone, from the input pose, which is fine. But then what we do then is we then basically move this up and down depending on this gradient Z value, which we determine. Then we do our rotation stuff. So now we have this moved up or down. Rotate the bad boy. Set the rotation. And then in our, here, when we set bones, we go to our spine control, and we set that, the rotation of the spine, based on that rotation of the spine control. Okay, let's check this out. I think it's going to work inversely, because I think we need to change how we move it up or down. But I'm curious, on flat ground, it should work perfectly fine. Yeah, so no problems there. Yeah, so that works absolutely perfectly. So, but it works inversely, which makes sense, because what's happening is that's moved up. That sphere has moved up. Again, it's going to go lean more because the sphere has actually moved up, which is correct because it's there. See what I mean? So it's tilted backwards. And if you go down, Maybe not. Why is it still leaning back? And it's going to level out. Enjoying that, bro. So we still have this lean. We still have this lean down. That's interesting because the thing should be. See, I can't debug, and this is my biggest problem. I can't debug. So I'm saying if this at this point, if that Z is lower, so I mean if the Z is lower, it should go down because it's going to move it down to the location of that hit. Do you see what I mean? It's going to basically move. It's basically what we're doing here is we're just. I mean, what we could always just do, rather than calculating the gradient, but we're just tracing up or down anyway, so it should only move that up or down. We set that translation to that. Hey Guns, how you doing today, man? I wish I could debug in the editor. It would change everything. I'm so stupid. It works. It's because I use a different control rig going uphill and downhill. I'm such an idiot. I use a different control rig going uphill than I do downhill. So it works. That works perfectly fine. This is fine too, to be honest. This calculate gradient thing. This ground, basically calculate the ground point. And then we rotate it to the ground. Yeah, so I mean, okay, so now going uphill, okay, basically I need to ignore the going downhill bit. So let's just work on going uphill. Going uphill, it should work inversely, right? Yeah. So that's why I need to go back and get and actually use the gradient of yeah, no, so it did work, guys. I just wasn't thinking. So that's the new, we now have the positive new or negative, whatever that is. This needs to be a float, sorry. So we need just the Z. So if this is plus 10, whatever it is, however, we want it to behave inversely. So if it's plus 10, we want to move it down that amount. So then once we calculate this, we want to negate this. Yeah, we want to then negate that. And then we want to set this gradient Z value to Z. We will still want this X, and we still want this Y. Yeah, he's leading. Hell yeah, man, let's go. I just couldn't tell because it was such a gradual change between there. But hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, bro. Look at that. Nice. And that's parametric too. So like, based on how high that new Z value is, we're basically, so all we've done basically is that lean will now determine on the slope height, because it's basically, we have a point in front of us that moves basically up and down based on what we're going on the slope. So wherever we are, that point is always going to be that point in front of us. So if I'm here, imagine I go forward and then the slope is that point's going to be here. I'm going to rotate my body inversely, or what I would have done normally is rotate my body so it's in the same rotation. Now I needed to rotate it inversely so it does the opposite way. So bingo, works. And there's no conditionals, there's nothing, it's reducing, we don't calculate any weird surface normals, any of that. You see the lean, there you go. So now there should be a very distinct lean. There you go. It's leaning. It's doing its lean. Boom. And now we just got to do the same for downhill. One thing I just want to make sure is that yeah. Nice, guys. And we can obviously, we can scale this value to basically, if we want to have more lean, we can basically get this gradient Z. Because the initial value determines on where the bone is, not there. So we basically, every frame we get the bone, put it forward, then we trace, move it up, scale how it then. So then if it's like, if we want to make it up higher, we can say, we can multiply this by like we can, yeah, multiply it by like 1.3 or whatever. What do you mean? Or if you want to make it less, you could do it by whatever. So if we do by 1.3, it should realistically. Oh, I didn't plug it in. It should really do more of whatever it's already doing. So if it's on a big lean, we can have more lean. Here we're hardly really going, it's a very, very small slope, so it's a minimal lean. Here, there's more lean. Yeah. You say multiply it by 2. So we basically double the heights. Now you actually have a bit of a lean forward in the steady ground, which is... Now you have more of a lean forward in this. You know, you have way more of a lean forward in this. So we can scale it. You can scale the lean by this. So if I make this 10, yeah, it's a bit excessive. It's fine on flat ground, if anything. Flat ground is absolutely dead on because there's no gradient change. This has a lean now. Do you see what I mean? So you can scale this as and how you want. I'm gonna just leave it at 2 because 2 is quite good. Oh yeah, do you mean that can be totally parametrical? Do you see what I mean? Like, and then we can have a variable that's like uphill lean. We pass into it. So we can say, instead of lean rotation, let's go uphill lean. Make it that. Compile. And we can clamp this. So slider age. So we can say between 1 let's say between 0 and 1. Okay. So we can say, okay, so how much of an uphill lean do you want? And we can basically clamp this between like, but this is like additional lean. How much? This is like how much more do you want to lean uphill? What should we say? Not really uphill lean, because that if you have 0, it means no uphill lean. But we could scale it, say like additional uphill lean. Let's just say uphill lean. We'll add it, say, yeah. And then the value between 0 and 1. And then we'll map this between 0 is multiplied by 1, and 1 is multiplied by 10 for loads of lean. It's a bit much, isn't it? Let's go 8. And then we'll get this uphill lean, plug it into that. That's your multiplication value. Then and in blueprint, uphill. Bingo. You can now set where you want the uphill lean to be. So I want to have a slider. Why can't I have a slider? Where is my slider? That's not a slider. All right, well, let's just not do the slider bit then. Let's get rid of the slider edge. Yeah, values between 1 and 8. Yeah, so you can have it between. No, you say, let's say values between 0 and 1. I want a UI slider though. I want it to look pretty. Yeah, screw it, 0. I don't see no slider in there. Whatever. Value between 0 and 1. And then we just I'm so happy we got it. Nice. The minimum is 1 and the maximum is 10. There you go. And then we just clamp that value between these two values and bingo. We're sorted. Nice, my people. Nice, my people. We could even maybe do like actually have no uphill lean and just have that at 0 too. Yeah, because if we do that between 0 and 10, we actually will have no uphill lean. So yeah, so if that's 0, so we save there. Okay. Yeah. So now if I go in here and say 10, well then that's useless. I'm trying to clamp this variable. Sucks. Let's just I'm trying to think, who am I trying to clamp it for? I'm not like I'm publishing this, so let's get rid of this crap. Oh nice. Yeah. Awesome. So now if I save this, we should have a nice uphill lean of 2 times whatever. A nice, it when we're going up a small hill, it shouldn't be very bait. It should be quite subtle. He's leaning though because the knees actually change. He's leaning, but you won't really notice because it's a very small hill, which is correct. Now you'll notice a bit more of a hill. Yeah, now you see that big change. That's fine. That's because we haven't spring interpolated it. But once we spring interpret, should be no change. There we go. Then we need to obviously do the counter lean and whatnot. So now what's beautiful about this is that we can Leave. Leave it there. I'll just move this down. Yeah, so now we can get this value. Spring interpolate this. And the current is this transform Z. Ooh, no, hold on. Ooh. We should really do this multiplier up here, shouldn't we? When we set the gradient Z, and then we can interpolate between it. Okay. So we scale how much we want to lean. We get the gradient Z. No, we can get the current position, can't we? Because this is the new gradient Z. Yeah. Oh, we didn't have to do that there then. So we can move it back. Yeah, because that's the position in the global space, and the lean is going to set the position, so it's fine. Yeah, multiply that by that. So, but the current is this, and our target is this new one. And then the result, that's what we plug in there. It's doing some weird shaky because it's bouncing back and forth. Now it's all about the blend between going up stages. That's how we'll know if it's been good or not. Okay. So that is almost near enough unnoticeable. Let's see this blend between this next stage. Yeah, so it blends, but that behaved quite weird. That behaved quite weirdly. There was a bit like a boom boom. No, that's the wrong Z, because that's at 0. Yeah, that Z is at 0. Am I stupid? That's wrong. That's wrong. Oh, because basically what we're doing. Yeah, because basically what we're doing here is we get the spine bone. Well, we get the X, Y, Z, the root, because we want to put it on the floor. That's the reason why it doesn't work. So we always get the root value every time. Because we always have it as 0. Then we calculate how high we need to move that point to, move it to that point, adjust accordingly. Yeah, and then we adjust it accordingly. But I guess we can get, no, I guess we can, the only thing we'd have to do is basically store what that offset is, which is fine actually. Yeah, we just set this as the current. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, this is absolutely fine. So this becomes target gradient Z. Okay, then we have another variable. We don't want this visible. We just need to have another variable that is the current gradient Z. So this is like where we want to move it to. This is going to say where the current gradient Z is, and then we just interpolate between two. So we're going to interpolate between the target gradient Z times multiplier. We should really do this over here when we set it, shouldn't we? This, oh well, we can have it here for now, and then, but yeah, then so then we get our current gradient Z, interpolate between the two, set our new then, and then once we've set that new transform, we then set the current gradient Z to our target, from our target gradient Z. But we're gonna need to move that scale back. We are gonna need to move. I want to organize all this, then do this. Our target gradient Z, after we've set it, becomes our new current gradient Z, because it's like, okay, what's our target? We then set it to our new one. That's our now, and then that is now our current gradient Z. But we have our previous one held here. So here we need to do, yeah. Ooh. I'm a hungry bunny. I'll go with a haircut in a minute, unfortunately. Okay, this is to scale how much you want to leave. Okay, now this should hopefully, fingers crossed, be quite nice. So there should be a gradual. Yeah, it's actually now changed. You just don't realize it's so gradual. Let's see here. Yeah, it did it. It was smoother. It wasn't a snap. That was smoother. I think we just need more stiffness. I'm trying to think what the values of these are exactly, how we can manipulate them to basically make it more subtle. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we'll get more subtle gradient change. I mean, that's still pretty quick. That's the only thing. Let's go back to mass 10. We do 10. Stiffness of like 50. Basically, I just want to slow down that interp because it's just going a bit too quick. But it works. But I say it's going too quick. It's a quick. I don't know. It is a quick change. I'm trying to think the best ways to slow this down, but this works technically. Because if I get rid of it and I just set it to the target radius Z, you'll see that it just but it is quite a steep change, so you're gonna need a quick change. You know, it shouldn't be super gradual because it's a very steep change. So here, but I think but that's because of the transition from. That only works because of the transition, the blend from flat ground to going uphill. But I need to really test going between the two. Yeah, that's way too quick. So you see, so we do need this. Boom. Okay, now that works. Well, actually works, guys. And it works pretty well too. Moves the team. Obviously, we've got some blend stuff that we can play around with in here in these. So let's and then we got to do the counter lean. But it's working pretty good so far. Let's do the downhill. Same thing, and then I think then we're laughing. I think pretty much. Then we're pretty much sorted. Flat ground should have no lean. But it does also mean if the downhill we do it the way we do uphill, it should work both. It should be able to be applicable. The downhill should be able to be applicable for both uphill and downhill. So, but yeah, let's see. I mean, we're pretty much just getting rid of all of this, aren't we? Yeah, let's get rid of all of it. We're going to do the exact same thing as the other one. Oh, I need to make some variables though. Wait, let me just save everything before I do this copy and paste. So I need So we got a downhill lean multiplier. So we need target gradient Z. I'm happy though, it's working quite well. Let's add in our pelvis calculation stuff. Basically, we just need this for our spine control. Nice. Oh, so let's go gradient offset. There's gonna be a float. We'll get rid of all this crap. Oh no, we don't need this. We need this. This is gonna be our gradient offset. And this is gonna be a float. I think we've got it, man. I think we've got the lean. And this is the first time I've seen people do it this way. No one ever really, everyone does it the weird way with the quaternion rotations. Crap. Well, no one really covers leaning. This actually, I've not seen anyone actually cover it. So I might make this into a devlog. Because why not? I've not seen anyone cover this. So why not make this stream into a devlog? Yeah, I will do actually. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do that. Make this stream into a devlog. Yeah, gradient offset Z, and then we just got to plug that into the Z of the hit location. Nice. Okay. Bingo. Blah 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 blah. Let's go back to our rig graph. Add you in. Negate you. We want to negate it as well because if we're going downhill, we want the thing to go up, and the gradient's gonna be lower, so it needs to behave inversely. And we got a lean multiplier still applicable, blah blah, all that works. We just got to give it a control. We'll say this is going to be our spine control. Compile. In here. So I just got to make the downhill lead multiplier, it's got to be visible. File. And refresh this node. Use that. We have 2. Compile. Cool. Let's check it out. We still got an interp as well. Let's check it out, see how it goes. That little slowdown is the blend of the blend by Bull. But nice, man. Hell, let's go. After a week, we finally got it, and we have a good like actual pipeline. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'm happy about that. We really need to, I think I'm going to minimize this lean as well. So my downhill lean multiplier, I'm actually going to make it smaller. So I'm going to go to 0.5. So I want to take it down because it's doing. Take a double lean is too much. Well, I say that, but I think that's more so Yeah, something like that. Nice and subtle. Just like I think the lean down should really be subtle. Yeah, that's bang, bang on. Now I think what we need to really do is do the counter lean. The head, like get the head aligned right. But yeah, man, lean. Oh yeah. We got to slow it down. We got to slow down the lean massively. I'm gonna play around with this spring interpolate because it's changing from the current to the new value a bit too quickly. So we just have to slow that down massively. I mean, we could just, rather than the spring, we could just do like a lerp. Let's boom, 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 boom. Shit, now I'm gonna do it in the uphill first. But yeah, man, that's the pipeline for leaning. Yeah, I'll make this into a devlog. I think a lot of people might be interested to know this because a lot of IK systems, they don't really incorporate leaning. And this is a really good way to do it. Really good. It works well. Minimal setup, to be honest. And yeah, there's no conditionals or anything, and it scales just right. So. Let's make it super slow. Oh, no, that's quick. Let's go 1. Just quite slow. Let's go over here. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's so good. That is actually so good. You can't tell me that lean ain't good. Look at that. Gradual lean in. Hell yeah, man. Hell to the, that's fucking, yeah, that's the one. That's sick. Ain't nobody gonna tell me different. And the lean out too. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do the same thing for downhill. Let's get rid of this spring interpolate. Doesn't do as good as these beautiful accumulate that. What do we think, guys? How's it looking? Hell yeah, man. I'm actually so happy with it now. The lean is so much better. Now we just gotta do, if we go downhill. I'm gonna wait now, man. I'm gonna wait now. I'm gonna go get some food in a minute though. Well, I need to go get a haircut actually. That's obviously the head's a bit crazy, but yeah, that's the same thing, but working correctly basically. So we need to literally counter lean the same thing, but just not inversed. Because if we're going up, we want to look up, and if we're going down, we want to look down. We could do the exact same aim thing, and what we can just do is then just move that forward or backwards depending on how we want it, how much up the hill we want our head to be looking. So if we're going down a hill, how far ahead do we want our head to look, and that's how we'll move the point. Easy. Because the X value doesn't, we can still, and we can use the same spine control. We don't even need to, we can use the same spine control value. So those values don't even need to change. All we need to just, like we can, all we have to do is do the same calculation, but just not negate it. Exact same thing. Boom. Happy about that. Oh, let me check this all in and then. Time is at 1. I need to get a haircut. If I cook now, I could eat by 2, be out of the house by 3. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna let this load. I'm quickly gonna put some chicken in the oven. And then I'll be right back. And yeah, put some chicken in the oven and I'll be right back. And we'll do the counter lean while it cooks. The counter lean I think will take me 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so perfect, really. They're not eating. Cut off. Sweet guys. I'll be literally 5 minutes. In the meantime, you guys can watch in the meantime, however, before I do go,
There you go. Excited for London. Do you know, it's been years since I've seen.
yeah, in the meantime, just to not bore you, you guys can watch some nice ambiance. Alright, cool guys, I'll be right back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Couple tweaks to make. We got to I want to basically do this counter lean, and then I got to do the blending between the three different control rigs. Hmm. That is beat. Mm. If any of you guys do music or anything, want to share your stuff, put in the chat. I'll happily listen to some songs. I'm always just trying to learn, not learn, but hear new shit. Okay. Let's do the counter lean. Let's do the counter lean. Let's do the counter lean. We're gonna do it. With the counter lean. With the counter lean. Okay. First things first, we gotta take this value. Gotta do a little something to it. What do we need to do to it? We got an issue. I think we need another one. A separate one, because we're going to move them differently. Because this one, we move down. That one, we're going to move up. So if we're going uphill, we're going to look uphill. Okay. So let's make one. Head control. Let's shake one. And then we'll bake one. Okay. That's what I'm saying. These people playing. They didn't know me. I am your homie. Let's test it out first. See how it works. Let's test it out first. See how it works. Let's test it out. See how it works. Let's test it out. And we're sitting here playing with 5K. Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum. Okay. Where'd the head control at? Translate mode. Beautiful. We do the exact same thing. This time, we'll just pull it more. So the thing you're looking at is further up. So it's like 10 away rather than being super close. And you'll be like, whoa. You're gonna like, how many paces ahead of you do you look, do you think? I don't, 5? How many paces? Like 5 paces? Ah, you clipped. Ah, you're such a. I didn't know you could clip on YouTube. I wouldn't have done that. Okay. This beat be funky. Okay, let's go 5 paces. Let's do that. Sound like that. Sound like this. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. And then it can be dead correct. Then we don't even you don't even need to move it up and down, bro. It'll do it for us. We don't even need to have any additional like rotational things. Because it will do it for us. Do it for us. It'll do it for us. What? I'm talking crazy. I got a lot of people asking me. So basically we need to find the point in which the head is neutral. So that when it's on a flat ground, can't be here. It's neutral. So that's here. That's like 10. We'll find it out. Do it again. Messing with your brother, messing with your friend. It's looking tasty. Real tasty. Yeah. Okay. 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 Look. Bro, I talk to myself too much, man. Just now I just feel less weird because I feel like I'm talking to people. But I still feel like I'm talking to myself. Because there's no one here, so I'll still do weird stuff. Can't really rap to this beat. What's this beat saying? Ooh. Ooh, okay. What the? Whoa. Hello. Whoa. Whoa. Rerun it. Nah, I can't narrate to this. Okay. Yo, whoa. Okay. My Netflix thing started playing. Tokyo Ghoul. I was about to say, is that part of the? I know my GPU having a nightmare. See, I kind of like this beat. It makes me want to move my feet. That's nice. It's the rain in the background that gets me. Oof. Okay. Let's do counter lane. Let's do the counter lane. Open up the level for the testing. Okay. You know, when I go slow, need the rotation, that's correct. Scale 3D, that's okay. Copy this. Paste that over there. Take these 3 things, yeah. That's kind of nice. Okay. Now we just gotta offset the transform a little. Just a little, not too much. Don't want to make it in a rush. Okay. There you go. There you go. Offset. Look. Offset now. What we gonna offset? It's a control. This one ain't got the kind of... This one ain't got the vibe I'm trying to feel, man. What's going on here? Offset. Translation. Okay. Take it forward like 35. That's too little. Let's take it forward 50. See this kind of nifty. Plug it in. Collect the dots. That's sin. Where it at though? That's too close. We need to take it further forward. That's too close. We got to take it further forward. That's too close. We got to take it further forward. Way too close. We got to take it further forward. 150 should be nice. Yeah. That seems about right. All right. Okay. So let's delete all this crap. We don't need it. It's feeling useless. Let's get all this back. It's feeling ruthless. Let's put that over there. You don't mind how much you care, but you know me. I'm feeling snowy. Ooh, let's go head control. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Come away. You want to stay? Don't move it. Don't even groove it. Don't lie to me. Ooh. Said, but I said, but Now what you saying? The games you playing? You wanna warn me? Nah, bro. Okay. I'm fine. I read some variables now. Look, first things first. We got to rename some stuff. That's got to be target chest gradient Z. Current chest. Got to be verbose about it. Target head gradient Z. Current head gradient Z. Look, we've got the chest gradient Z, we've got the head gradient Z. Everything's looking good. Looking good, looking tasty. It's looking good. It's looking nice. Fried chicken with some rice. It's looking good. It's looking nice. Fried chicken with some rice. I said it's looking... Oh, the beat cut. The beat cut. Hmm. This, I just give it more room. I'm running out of room, man. Look at this crap. Boom. See, now we're talking. The controller sets that point. What am I talking about right now? What was I about to do? Yeah, and now the head looks like it's pretty much straight, which is what you want. And now if I would, but however, if I was to change this value here, this is how we'll know. If I was to make this 0, the head should tilt. Whoa. If I was to make it 5. Oh. If I make it 50, oh, it can be the same. Well, I want a bit further ahead to determine. So like if you're, let's do 100 for now. Also just so that we can differentiate between the two. Compile. Save. No. I think we've got what we need, you know. I feel like it's not gonna work first time it does, you know what I mean? You always have to go through some kind of error before you get it right. So this is uphill, isn't it? Yeah, so let's make this visible. Say 1 for now. Oh, go on. Enlarge you, thank you. Play. Does do it to be fair. Head's like, it looks crazy. It looks like an absolute creep. I mean, technically it does it. I mean, technically it works. Maybe that point is a bit too far forward. But that point just needs to be right by your feet. Maybe that point just needs to be right by your feet. Maybe that point just needs to be right by your feet. No. Let's make it 10. Okay, nothing really changes. Let's press play. Why are you looking up? Why are you looking up? Where are you looking up to? Where are you looking up to, my brother? Alright, hold on. I almost want the stupid thing to look down, bro. Why are you looking up like that? You're such a weirdo. It's almost like going uphill. You don't even need a counter lean like that. It should just stay as it is. I mean, you should look up, but it's being weird. You almost need to twist the upper body. I don't know. It's being funky. Let's minimize. Let's drop this. Let's drop this. Maybe this is too much. Maybe we need like a 0.5 thing. Like a 0.5 thing. I don't know. We could try it. If it don't work, that's fine. That's fine. Why are you looking up, bro? Oh, that's quite good actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see what you're saying. That's alright. Looking like a bit of a dinosaur neck, I can't lie. What's wrong with his head, bro? Oh, your head needs to look down, I swear to God. You know what? I feel like going uphill, yeah. You just don't even need counseling. What happens if I just get rid of counseling going uphill? How does it look? How does it look? Because downhill is bait. Uphill? About that. Let's see. Yo, ATL. Cheers, random games, man. I don't think I've seen you before, bro. How are you? Welcome to the stream like that. ATL, it's good, man. We've killed. Why are MIT? Your weekend is looking cute. Alright. Stop it. Stop it. Why does it? It's almost like when it's sprinting, it needs to. Yeah, going uphill, bro. We don't need no. Really don't need no counseling like that. It's just downhill, bro. I mean, we can have a counseling and just make the thing real small. Yeah, let's have a counseling. Let's keep it. Let's not have any weird indiscrepancies. Let's have the counseling. Oh, boo. But let's just make it tiny. Something like a light 0.2. Something light. What about you, AT? What have you been getting up to? What have you done on this fine Friday day? Come on, Josh. Burners, bro. What do you mean? Alright, let's do it. Let's do downhill now. You know the vibes. It's the exact same thing as before. Literally. Nothing really changes. That was kind of easy to do. Kind of easy to do. It really was. Oh, damn, bro. I'd say I could help you. I'm a pro now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm a little IK pro. Honestly, I'd say I could help you, but Unity sucks, bro. And so does anyone who uses it. Nah, I'm just playing with you, bro. Just playing with you. I'm just playing with you. I'm not playing. I don't play around with that thing. I need to realize I'm actually alone right now. I need to pretend like I'm starting to think I'm not alone. I'm starting to behave like I would with people. I need to control myself. Fix up, David, you know? Oh, we ain't doing no propagated children. Ooh. 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 Nah, I'm joking, man. A man has been murdered. Ah. See, IK was pain, but you know, when you're as you know, amazing at IK as me, you know, I mean, I got this on my first attempt basically. It literally took me about 10 minutes to get IK working, so some of us were just born with it. It's not like it took me a week and a half of constant failure and crying in the shower and that. For you, maybe. Me, I'm just built differently. You know what I mean? It's how it is. It's just how it is. Some of us are built differently. It is what it is. Ooh. I gotta get rid of so many variables that I just don't use. Like this. My friend, remove yourself from the equation, please. Actually, I could have just renamed that. Come back. Oh damn. Think come back. Oh, I did come back, yeah. Bro, like, do you want to know the funny thing? That I was you a year ago. Oh God. Nah, maybe like I was you a year and 2 months ago. I was doing my third year project in uni, my final year, but I'm a master's now. So my final year project at university. Never used Unreal before. IK didn't even. I mean, I knew what IK was because I did a computer animation module. Bro, that chicken gonna be in flames soon. Guys, come on. I eat enough chicken to know when my chicken's ready. Don't worry about that. Don't you watch that. Honestly, bro, yeah, just literally just keep making random crap. I used to make like random Avatar Last Airbender. Like, in my head, I was like, oh, I was gonna make a Last Airbender game on Unreal. It's gonna look sick. It was gonna be so good. I started doing it. I had like spawning emitters and stuff. I was like, I'm sick. Rockstar, sign me. Sign me. Then I got to the stuff where you have to actually like, oh, the character don't walk right. And I'm like, this is quite difficult. Questionable. But then my project was a VR project, so I did that. I kind of had to do it. So I did all that. That was a lot of fun. Although spending too much time in VR ain't good for you. You'll start to go a little bit insane. You start to go insane. You start to lose your brain. You start to lose your mind. UT recommended me of burnt chicken. You leave my burnt chicken out of it. If I want my chicken burnt, I'm gonna burn it. I might just let it burn. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Yep. I didn't even get to Apple, bro. That was way too hard. I was like, I hadn't even. I was struggling getting a mesh in. I was like, YouTubing. How'd you get a mesh in from Mixama? God, man, how times have changed, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Let me know. Send me some. If you're on the Discord, send me some of the problems you have and see if I can actually see if I can help you. See, I'm a nice guy. You know what I mean? I'll try and help you. Just don't be like Guns, who asks you questions at 4 a.m. in the morning. This guy literally, okay. And to be fair, it's Guns. Guns are sound. He's one of the OG packers. I have no problem doing it. And I'm awake at the time. But this guy would have asked me a question like at 4 a.m. in the morning. On God, I'm like, yeah. Nah, you should try this. Knowing full well that's probably not gonna work. If he's in the chat, I'm sorry, Guns, man. What am I doing? Just renaming variables. Target head gradient Z, current head gradient Z, downhill current, lean multiplier. Yeah, we got counter lean, then we go Gotta do a little copy. Skedaddle this bad boy from here. Yeah, bro. So if you're on the Discord and you need some help, I guess I could, lend you my years of game development wisdom if I had to. If I had no choice, I guess. Oh, he's in the chat. So true, man. See, but the difference between you and me, the back is Discord, bro. Just find me and then just send me a PM. What is this doing there? I need you. What you saying, Benjamin? How are you doing? Real long. Your name is brilliant. You guys see what I did there? Because his last name is brilliant. I was like, your last name is brilliant. Unagi. I'm starting to lose my mind, honestly. 3 hours deep into this coding session. Mine is starting to go. I'm missing a whole first chunk. Where's this stuff? Nah, wagwan. Oh man, it's getting messy. Alright, what we're gonna do after this, we're gonna do some serious organization stuff. Yeah, I'm just playing. Alright. Nah, we are. I'm a serious candidate, man. Why ain't you pasting, bro? You watch on your lunch breaks and then go back to work inspired. Oh, I like that, man. I like that a lot. People do often say I'm quite inspirational. I'm just gonna say. Just gonna say that. By people, I mean me. But who cares about that, really? It's the wrong goddamn. Compile. Alright, now we're talking. Save you. Go over here. Go refresh this bad. Oh, nope. Use that. Let's go 1. Just see how it's cracking. Save you. Play. Yeah, man. You gotta be looking up at that point, brother. Oh, downhill's nice though. Downhill is tasty. Ooh, downhill's tasty, you know. Downhill is seasoned nicely. Look at that. He's doing it. Whoa, it's too steep. It's like, whoa, this is really steep, man. Maybe a little less. It's a bit much. It's 0.8. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I've won. That's spot on. I think we need to push it further forward, though. Plus 10. I'm saying plus 50. I don't like that line in the same place. But screw it. Let's do it plus 50. See what happens. Let's want up this lower slope to look better. I think my chicken's burning. I think my chicken's toasty. That's nice. Gordon Ramsay, eat your mate. Chee. That's nice. That's nice. And then level up, level up. Come on. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Mmm. Tasty. It's tasty. This looks like an absolute mess, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Alright, let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. Actually, no, let's check it in, then we'll clean it up. Oh, we also got to sort out this blend between the states, because basically the blend between the states is a bit much. I think that's too much. Something like 0.1. Because we already have this. We need less blend between states because we already have this beautiful spring interps. So with the spring interps, we don't really need a blend like that. We don't really need a blend like that. You know what I'm saying? We need the blend like that. Yeah, I take it back. We need the blend. We need the blend. We need the blend because blending between states completely changes how it is. We need the blend. We need the blend. Yeah, don't listen to anything I ever said. Maybe like a 0.8. So it's not as slow, but it's not like boom. Wait, look at that turn though. Wait, look at it. Wait, what's your turn? What's your turn? What's it? From this, one says rotate that thing, lean back, lean back. That's nice. That's nice. I'm in a good mood today. I'll tell you that. I'm in a good mood. All right. Let's take it to the sphere. Why your head doing that? Why are you looking up like that? Why are you doing that? Where are you looking up to, bruv? Where are you looking up to? Oh, it's the switch. It's the from looking up to look down. That's fine. All right, let's see what you're saying. What are you saying? What are you saying? With this. Stop playing with me, guys. Honestly, stop playing with me. I ain't playing no more. not playing no more. I'm done. I've completed game development. And we got to clean all this up, make it look good. Because I say that I'm also, I don't know if you guys know, there's some weird foot rotation crap going on. And it's because of the way we do the foot. This offset here. Yeah, this offset here uses this quaternion rotation crap. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. This quaternion crap ruins it. It ruins it. This causes problems. And we gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna do the exact same thing we done for the leans with the foot, with the feet. And instead of, we're just gonna have it so rotate exactly the same place. And we can interrupt the rotation. I'm ready. Oh man, we need to do this. We need to do the feet rotation next. So we're not done. We need to do the feet rotation next. But we know how to do it. You know what I mean? We've seen the process, the pipeline. Let me check this in. Go get my chicken. Because it's probably burnt. Nah, I won't give it another 10 minutes. Might come to regret that, but. Okay. It's looking kind of nice. I can't lie to you guys. Three hours, 11 minutes. So far straight. Let's keep it going. I really want to check my chicken. Does anyone know what time I put it in? I should have made a note. I didn't make a note. What time did I put it in, people? Kitty, that's not time. Come on. Duh. I don't remember when. I don't remember. Crap. Alright, when did I do this? I don't remember when I did it. I could just check, but it's all the way downstairs. I can't do this. Screw it. If it burns, innit? If you see a fire form behind me, or if I never have another check-in, you know I died from a fire. Simple as that. I need to go get my hair cut, but I really want to do this foot rotation today. I can always do it when I get back, to be honest. It was not 50 minutes ago. You're chatting shit. There's no way it was 50 minutes ago. It cannot have been. You know, I'll be able to know. Hold on. Let me open up my live dashboard. I'll look at a minus how far into the stream it was when I. Oh my god, it was like minus. It was 50 minutes ago. I'm having fun. That's so annoying. It was 50 minutes ago. I'm actually having fun in this stream. And we're making some serious progress. Yeah, my chicken's gonna be done. Oh, it's a shame. Well, we're making such good progress as well. See, I hate stopping. You know what I mean? I don't like to stop. I should just not have cooked any chicken. I should just gone all the way through. Because now I know the exact next step I need to take to do the feet. I know exactly what I need to do. We need to add the 2 control points for the feet. And then rotate them bad boys, man. Just rotate the thing. You like the wallpaper still? It goes hard, doesn't it? I started Tokyo Ghoul the other day as well. It's the one I'm watching now. That thing is so sick. I'm on season 2, episode 10. They're about to raid Anteku. Man said the ow. He said base that chicken. You know what I mean? Pour the sauces on that. What do I need to do? I just need to do this rotation. If I do the rotation, I'll be so happy. But I already know. Gotta take some time with yourself. Check it with the self-care. Check my chicken. Yeah, I mean, but if I do that rotation, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be done. Well, not done, but we're gonna be at a nice point. Because we do the same, but the only sad thing is that rotation of, I guess, the ball of the foot is going to have to be separate to the rotation of where the eye came is. So that foot offset, we can't do the same because we're gonna move it up and down based on where the thing is. So we're gonna rotate the foot to it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Sign ain't right. That's the funniest thing. What was it? It's like, what does he say? Hold up. Wait a minute. Son ain't right. I'm gonna get that meme. Hold on. This is the best thing ever. I love this one. Son ain't right.
So what did you do when you heard the intruder? I ran upstairs. I had to run. And I had to do what that little girl, what's that little girl in the Holocaust? She had what Anne Hathaway, Frank and Beverly. Anne Frank, that's a high pitch, ain't it? I had to get up the stairs. So he did so much rhythm. When he was walking up the stairs, that doom, 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 doom. Bitch, I started to almost beatbox. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
I couldn't die. I got court tomorrow. So I'm just a little shook up. That's all that is.
At least he got out of there and did the right.
Oh, that's amazing. I needed that today. That's made me happy. Yeah, no, Tokyo cool. Oh, that thing goes so far. All right, let me go eat. I'm gonna stream later. We'll do the feet later. And then we'll chill for a bit. Enjoy my lunch. I really enjoyed this stream, people. I had a good fun. We got IK. Don't Look Up. I have seen it. Yeah, I have. That's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence, isn't it? Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That was a good movie. That was a really good movie. I liked it. All right, my people. This was fun. I'm gonna go munch that chicken if it's not burnt. I'm going to stream again later today for sure because I want to get that foot done before the weekend so I can enjoy the weekend. Well, I say enjoy. I've got coursework due, so I got to do that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, guys. Awesome. 3 hours 20. That's a good one.